Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to the LWF. Once again, Mean Scheme and things kicking right off. For the second consecutive week, Andre the Giant and Sid Vicious wasting no time in launching our program.
Andre the Giant wasting no time going to work on Psycho Sid down in the corner.
Last week, Andre the Giant, look at this, he presses him clear up over his head. Unbelievable move by Andre the Giant.
And he's going for the cover right here. This could be all over.
2 count only, and he manages to kick out, but Psycho Sid is in trouble.
Andre the Giant is out to prove that Psycho Sid is not the greatest big man in the game.
Andre now has got the bear hug. You've got to be kidding me. He's got him. It's over.
Unbelievable. Andre the Giant victorious in just minutes over Psycho Sid.
Andre the Giant showing why he is the greatest big man in the business today. I don't know if this is the last we are going to hear between these two men. I have a funny feeling it is not. All right, the opponent for Mr. Wonderful this week, the one, the only Roddy Piper. And you talk about ending a streak. Roddy Piper may very well end the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase's managerial win streak.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of history between Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, as we all know. They were the men who headlined the very first ever WrestleMania. There was a big falling out from the after effects of that matchup.
That's right, Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, best of friends and tag team partners, turned out to be the most bitter of enemies with a brutal feud that followed for many months after WrestleMania. As they get ready to face off for the first time in a very long time, right here in the LWF.
Mr. Wonderful right here, what's he gonna do here? Looks like a slingshot. No, wait, he's got him for the big spin.
He's got him going round and round here in the Giant swing. There's a chair in the ring, and he just dropped Roddy Piper on the chair. Wait a minute. Oh, and he nailed him with a steel chair, busting Roddy Piper wide open.
Look at the blood flowing down the head. It looks like he got him in the top of the head right there. You see the blood cascading down the head. It's deep into the hairline of Roddy Piper. Wow.
It is flowing down the face of the Rowdy Scott, and Piper's not in good shape right now. That is the distractionary value of Ted DiBiase. Referee saw none of it. As now, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff with a rear chin lock.
Well, I'll tell you right now, for a couple of guys that haven't been in the ring in a long time, they certainly picked up where they left off.
And now, once again, sleeper hold by Roddy Piper. Will it be enough? Orndorff struggling to stay alive, and DiBiase not too happy outside the ring. Piper unable to secure the victory there. He goes for the cover, but the referee tied up with the $1 Million Man. Roddy Piper with Orndorff sends him into the turnbuckle.
Wow, right there, he just sent him into that steel ring post. He could have a separated shoulder.
Slingshots him out of the corner. Going for the cover, Piper hooks the leg. Will that be enough? And he got the win. And at the end of the day, Roddy Piper, despite the injury, despite the bloodshed, he is victorious. And he also is undefeated here in the LWF. Slaughter.
Well, it's like I said early on. You're putting a correctional guard up against a Marine. And in that matchup, almost every single time, the correctional guard is going to lose.
Both of these men had their opportunities many times throughout the match, but Sgt Slaughter was able to capitalize. There was the canning clothesline from the Cobra Claw.
Well, Sgt Slaughter victorious tonight. But he should be counting his lucky stars, because quite frankly, I believe that given another opportunity with the Big Boss Man, we'll see Sgt Slaughter with his shoulders on the ground.
Tag is made. Magnum TA driving down across that shoulder. And another tag made. Magnum TA with the Irish whip through the ropes. Drop toe hold and a big elbow by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Left hand jab, jab after jab after jab, and now here it comes. Down he goes, and he has busted open. Wait a minute, what's gonna happen here? D'Lo Brown. The elbow. Oh, and he just took the rock right off the apron. Hooks the leg of D'Lo Brown. Will that be it? 1, 2, 3. Magnum TA winding it up, and figure 4 leg lock is on.
Rock managing just barely to survive that one.
Oh, wait. I think I know what's going to happen here. Belly to belly. He nailed him with it. Will it be enough?
The Rock is going to have to really reach down if he's going to tag out of this one.
And it's over. And the rest, as they say, is history. There are the LWF Tag Team Champions of the World, America's team, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Magnum TA.
Well, I'll tell you right now, they got the win, but I'm not so sure they didn't get a little bit lucky in that one.
Fans, stick around. We're going to get our first look at the brand new LWF World Champion when we return. We are here once again live from Montreal, Canada. And for the first time in a long time, we see the entrance of the Macho Man Randy Savage without the World Championship around his waist. And obvious and noticeable by her absence, also missing, is the lovely Miss Elizabeth.
Well, you know what? I alluded to this earlier, but I will now embellish it a little bit more here at this point in time. I don't have any surprise in the fact that we don't see Miss Elizabeth here right now, because in my opinion, she's the reason the Macho Man is the former champion.
You gotta be kidding me. How could you possibly hold Miss Elizabeth responsible for him losing the title?
Well, you go back and watch the tape, little man, and you'll understand it. She's ringside. She's his manager. It's her job to do whatever she has to do to make sure he maintains that title, and she failed to do it. She went to grab the referee as he was counting 3, and she was a half-second too late.
It is not her job to stop the referee from doing his job. You know, Jesse, sometimes I wonder about you. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new LWF champion of the world, Bret the Hitman Hart, getting a mixed reaction from this crowd here.
Well, we're in Montreal, Canada. It's not all that mixed. There's a lot of fans here for the Hitman Bret Hart.
What better place for him to debut as the champion? This is, in fact, a hometown homecoming of sorts for the Hitman. Oh, wait, no. Look out. Things are going to get out of control, I am afraid, right here. What's he doing?
Macho Man has got him on top of the table.
He's not going to do this. He's not. He just pile drive by the Hitman Hart through the table.
Wow. Did you see his head bounce off the floor? That table gave way, and the head of the Hitman came crashing through to the floor. What condition is he going to be in 3 weeks' time when that title's on the line?
The Macho Man Randy Savage going up to the top rope. Bret the Hitman Hart crawling to the ropes. What is happening here, folks? Macho Man knocked off the ropes all the way to the floor.
Both of these men really giving each other everything they've got. Neither of these men will be the same when it's over.
Indeed, the Macho Man Randy Savage is. Another pile driver. Oh, my word. That's got to be it.
I would have to agree with you. There is no way Bret the Hitman Hart is going to survive that.
And now Randy Savage hooking the leg. 1, 2, 3. That way, this match was signed in advance. It was a non-title match at that time. It remained such. Here it was, pile driver through the table, and really, wow. It's amazing that Bret Hart was able to get up from that. But then another one.
Yeah, and that was it. Nobody's getting up from back to back. But I'll say one more thing, too. The Macho Man Randy Savage not only victorious, but he did it very convincingly and without Miss Elizabeth in the corner. So maybe she was the bad luck charm.
You've got to be kidding me.